All right, YouTube. So this is the deload week. This is the second push day, if I'm not mistaken. And the reason why there's a second push day is because I didn't record, like always, right? I always forget to record. But yeah, today, so this is just the deload for my push day and just taking it really easy because I've been fatigued. And as I mentioned in the last video, the pain, not really pain entirely, but that kind of that pain feeling in my chest, overworking the muscle specifically. That was just something that told me, okay, I need to take it easy because I feel like I'm getting hurt everywhere. My shoulder, my bicep, a little bit of the elbows, and then now with the pec, but the part of the pec where it connects to the sternum. Every time I flex my chest, so like when I'm contracting during the movement, or if I'm just flexing my chest, like how you kind of flex your chest, like if you were to pick yourself up off like a sofa or a chair or something like that, when you kind of push down, you somewhat flex your pec. That's usually when I'll feel it, but if I'm relaxed, I don't feel it. But yeah, so it's gotten a whole lot better. And this is actually today. So I am actually recording this and I'm editing it all on the same day. That's a big win for me because usually I'm way late. So this is probably going to come out a day later, but this is actually January 2nd. Happy New Year's, by the way. Um, we're in 2025, so let's see what this year brings. But speaking of 2025, with it being January 2nd, New Year's resolution. I don't like New Year's resolution anymore because it puts your mind in this limited space where, oh, I have to wait until January 1st or January 2nd to actually start doing my workout or start exercising. I don't like that. You should do it that day of. Just go and do something. The goal is to just move around. I mean, if you want to lose weight, specifically fat, then you know what, you're gonna have to move around. I mean, that's just the fact because it's to okay now technically you can lose weight by dieting alone, but it's gonna be a whole lot easier on your your ability to maintain that diet if you actually just cut down a little bit on eating and focus more on moving. So, and it's really important for you to move the body anyways. Like you just got to be moving around no matter what. So I don't like New Year's resolution. I don't. If you have a goal of something you want to do, just do it that day. Just start. Do something. Don't wait it out. Especially if it comes to like health and fitness. Yeah, and you can see right here that Winnie is just very needy, and you'll see this throughout the video. She's just crazy. I think she jumps up on my lap at one point here when I'm doing the incline dumbbell bench press. But yeah, she just likes hanging out with me every time I work out. Whether it's the morning time I'm working out or if I'm working out after work, she's always in the garage with me and just asking for attention. Look, there it is. She jumped right on me. Good thing she's really light because if my other cat Midnight did that, that would have hurt a lot. And he would have used his nails. But yeah, I think something for you to keep in mind is if you have a goal, just do it. Set those goals and make sure they're realistic too. I'm over here struggling myself to lose weight. I'm pushing. My goal is to try and recomp. Like, can I recomp? And for those who don't know that, recomping is basically just can I, to simply put, like, can I maintain muscle or gain muscle and lose fat at the same time. And it's very likely to happen, but it's a very, very slow process. And the reason why I'm doing it this way is because I will get really bad loose skin, and I'm trying to mitigate that as much as possible by main gaining or recomping. And I know I'll get this loose skin really bad if I go too quick on it, is because when I joined the Marine Corps, I lost a crap ton of weight just to get ready for boot camp. And then once I got to boot camp and I graduated, I lost like another 30 something. I think I lost a total of like 90-ish pounds, but I think I lost like 30 something pounds by graduating time. And I had like a lot of loose skin on my stomach just hanging there, and then kind of my chest a little bit as well, because you don't really build muscle in boot camp. You just kind of get a little bit because you do a lot of pull-ups, a lot of push-ups, things like that, but we're not actually lifting weights. So I had a lot of loose skin, so I know I'm prone to getting it. I have a lot of stretch marks because I've gained weight as a kid, and then I kind of maintained it, and then I've lost a lot of weight for the military, and then I gained it back again when I got out of the military, and so now I'm slowly losing it, and I've lost just about over 50 pounds. So obviously that just made the stretch marks even worse, and I'm guessing I have about another I have another like 40-50 pounds to lose to get to ideally where I'd like to be, which is about that 10 to 12% body fat range. That's where I'd like to be, and just maintain that for the rest of my life, for as long as I can. So yeah, that's my goal, and that's always been my goal. As soon as I started, I didn't start working out on New Year's resolution a year ago. Or 2 years ago. Boy, I can't even remember now. I think it was 2 years ago. But I actually started on November, right after Thanksgiving, and this was like two years ago ish, right? Two years ago, something like that. And 2 years ago, and my goal was to just work out, and that's what I did. I just went to the gym. I was lifting weights. I think I was going on the treadmill. I don't remember if I was doing much cardio. I didn't want to go too crazy, but I knew I wanted to work out because that's something that I've always been obsessed with when I was in the Marine Corps. That's what I loved, was working out there. I found my passion back then. And I think January 2nd is when I decided to focus a little bit more on dieting, because I felt ready, and not because it's a New Year's resolution, but because it's just a beginning of the year to make it easier to track my progress. I wanted to start off with a 2023, I think it was, and be as fresh as I can, tracking month by month what my progress looked like, not because it was New Year's resolution. So that first year I lost about like 40 something pounds, and then this last year, 2024, if you count the whole year, I think I lost an extra like 10 pounds or so a total about 57 pounds, I think 55 or 57. I gotta check my numbers again, but I've so that's where I've been. So obviously the weight loss slowed down significantly, but it was 2024 was mostly the year for me to cool it on the dieting, take it easy, because I can tell I was getting diet fatigue, and I was having a lot of cravings. So there was multiple times in the year where I went up to maintenance, and then I tried cutting again, but then I haven't been long on maintenance. I haven't been on maintenance long enough, so I had to stop again. And then I feel like poo though when I'm on maintenance, and so I want to cut again because it was easier to, eat less food. And then it was just going up and down like that. So I basically gained about 5 pounds, and I've stayed up 5 pounds, and I haven't gained any more. Technically I did gain more, but that's because I was having some dehydration, bloating problems where I was not using the restroom enough. So I was actually gaining weight because I wasn't able to relieve myself going number 2. So that was kind of a problem. So I technically gained, like, at one point a total of 8 pounds as far as like my 5 pounds, which was normal, and then the 3 pounds of, poo. And then I finally got that figured out by, I was already having a lot of fiber, but really hydrating the heck out of myself. And then I added a little bit of Metamucil and the laxative Miralax. I included that for a little while just to kind of help kickstart things. So that helped. So then I kind of got back down to where I'm at. But then I got sick recently, like a few weeks ago, as I mentioned, and it didn't help with my dehydration. So I've kind of been dehydrated again, and I'm getting backed up, so I can tell the scale is kind of going up again, but not drastically, just noticeably, because I'm looking more bloated again, but I know it's bloat. So that is kind of what's going on. So this year, I think this year is going to be trying to shred another 10, maybe 15 pounds. Like I said, I don't want to go too crazy because I don't want to rebound. That's the last thing I want to do is rebound. So we'll play it safe for now. And if I can hit that goal before the year is up, I mean, if I could get there like halfway in the year, then maybe I might push for more. But like I said, I want to take it really easy, and I don't want to push too hard where I'm going to end up rebounding. So that's something that I'm thinking about. Now, I have experimented with retatrutide, but what I found out recently is that I have a herniated stomach, which means that GLP-1s are going to make the bloat worse in my stomach than most people would. If you have really bad bloating from a low dose of a GLP-1, then maybe you should check and see if you also have a herniated stomach, which apparently is very common for people in the US to have, and most people don't even know it. So I would say, get a endoscopy done if you're curious, especially if you're having like a lot of heartburn issues and things like that. I do have GERD, so I have to take medication for that. But, my doctor's like, yeah, GLP-1 can help you, because the biggest thing that'll help with a herniated stomach is losing belly fat, because all that fat, that pressure when you're laying down, when you're sitting, when I'm hunched over like right now on the chair, it's pushing up against your stomach, and it just makes the GERD worse than what it can be. So that's something I'm going to probably experiment with retatrutide. I'm going to do it all over again, but I'm just going to wait and just use it more as like a last resort, especially if I feel like that I'm starting to get some of the hunger cravings. So I might use it as like a way to kind of help me wean back into a maintenance. But the retatrutide is amazing. I think it's freaking great. So if anyone's ever used it, comment. But here's Winnie. Cute little kisses. And thanks for watching. Leave a like and a comment. Thanks again. Happy New Year's.